Hello there, and welcome to episode 33 of Adventures in Knitting with Jen. My name is Jen, and this is my little knitting corner of the internet where I'm talking about all my projects, what I'm working on, what I finished, and what I want to make. Yeah. So, if you are new here, welcome, welcome. If you're returning, welcome. Glad to have you along. I have been knitting away and I'm so distracted. Oh my gosh, this is like, it's like 5 o'clock-ish here. I was like, oh, I need to do one today because I haven't done one in a while. I have some things to talk about. It has been, long 2 weeks. Lots been happening and it's just been a little overwhelming and I'm tired, but that's okay. Teaching in November is a struggle with the changing sun and all that. Anyways, we move on. Thankful I have knitting because it definitely gives me purpose. Trying to get through my knitting projects for Christmas and I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to make it. That's okay. I'll do what I can. And they'll get it for their birthday or next year. Yeah. So, finished objects. The big one. I am finished my Anesidora shawl. I believe, yeah. Lindsey Fowler is the designer. And I have been working on this for a year. I think when I made my Ravelry update, I started it January. And this has been my Scrappy Sunday project. Every Sunday I just work on this. I love it. I love it. It was so easy. It has this fun little twisted stitch pattern in there. And I used 1 and a bit skeins of green. You can tell this little bit. Like this little bit is different green. You can tell. It's darker than the rest, but that's okay. I also messed up the decreases. So you can't even tell from here. But this side's a little longer. Longer and skinnier. Try not to cover my mouth when I'm on here. This side's longer and skinnier than this side. Oh well. It blocked it really nice and big, so I love it. It's just so cozy. Sitting on my couch watching TV, this on, I love it. I love it. And the beauty of this project, no ends to weave in. That was like the amazing part. You made these little tassels from the ends. So yeah, so fun. It's fingering weight yarn and I just used scraps. I just reached into my scrap bin randomly. At first I was like trying to make it, okay. First I went through all my scraps and picked out what would go with green. And then all the scraps that didn't fit, I put in another bucket. And then I literally just closed my eyes, reached in and grabbed. So it's all random. But I love it. So I need a new scrappy project for Sundays. I'm gonna cast on the, now I can't remember what it is. Wool and Pine are the designers. It's their scrappy sweater. Do I have it here? Oh no, I packed it away. What do I do with it? It's here. Where is it? Here. Alright, so my next project is that sweater by Wool and Pine. Oh, I forget the name of it. sea glass tea, the sea glass tea. And it's color work every other. And you switch. So I had a sweater that I never wore. I think I've worn it once on here. And I just never wear it because I didn't like it. It was too big. I hadn't learned how to pick up stitches, so they were all gapey, and then I'd run out of yarn. So like you did like short rows on the back to make it longer. Short rows section was a different color than the rest of the. I just never wore it, so I ripped it out. I ripped it all out, and it used fingering weight held double, so I have a lot of yarn now. And this is what I'm going to use for my sea glass tea as my main color. So it's like this yarn, I believe, is from Black Cat something. It's their Star Wars colorway, and this is supposed to be Tatooine. In case you're new here, I love Star Wars. So anytime I see a Star Wars theme something, I usually have to buy it. Yeah, so this one's color is Tatooine, and it's going to be good, I think, a good base to mix with a lot of different colors. So the sea glass tea is next. But I'm waiting. I'm going to keep my Sundays free for December because we have a Christmas market coming up, and I am knitting away like crazy for it. Plus, I also have Christmas presents to finish. I have 3 hats and a sweater and a Luigi to do. That's risky. The hats I can do, no problem. That will take like a week, but the sweater, ugh. Anyways, 5 weeks till Christmas? 4 weeks? 5 weeks till Christmas? Time's running out. Plus, I want to make stuff for the market. I don't know why I do this to myself every year. I don't know why. Why? All right. So let me just do a little hat parade of all the finished hats I've made. I'll talk a little bit about them. So I have these two. This is the leftover. So I've mentioned her before, Comfy Cozy Knits. She used to have a bulky base that I really liked, mostly because you got 130 yards out of one skein, and a lot of bulky, you just don't get that. So that allows you to make a hat, an adult hat. I find other bulky bases that I've bought, you need like one and a bit. Yeah. So I was using the Tin Can Knits Antler. I wanted to make Antler, but then I realized I didn't have enough yarn to make it into a bulky. The original pattern is worsted. This isn't it. This is it. Did it on bulky. So all I did is I followed the smallest size. So you cast on 76 stitches for the size small in the worsted. And then I followed the small pattern, but the large length. And it works. It works good. And I did a double green. Man, everything's green today. Can you tell? It's like, even though I say it's not one of my favorite colors, but it's one I gravitate to a lot. I wonder why. Being a redhead. So yeah, I wanted a double brim. So with the double brim, I needed a little bit extra yarn. So yeah. Very cute. It works great. Yeah, so I did one, but then didn't have enough yarn because this does take more yarn than I needed. So I just did a basic, made this one a little bigger. Could be slouchy if you want it, or for a bigger head or a guy. Anyways, so hats. And I just kept doing that. I did 2 more with her bulky base. This color is so fun. I like this color. And the double brim, it just makes it so much warmer around your ears. Then, I mean, you want warm ears. What's the point of a hat if your ears aren't warm? That's one of my biggest pet peeves. So, yeah. I forget the color of this, but it's kind of Halloween-y. Kind of gives me Halloween vibes. Well, I haven't looked at it far off. It kind of does a pooling thing here, but I don't think it looks bad. And this one. All right, so this hat I had made, and it wasn't selling. I had it in the last 2 sales. And it was just way too big, the hat pattern that I'd used. So I ripped it out and did a new one. And I didn't have enough to do a double brim. So it's just one, but yeah. Cute. I like the color. The color is beautiful. It's the joy of knitting, is that you can rip it out if you don't like it. Headbands. Working on making some headbands. This pattern is a free pattern from Barocco, and I just like it. You get that double thickness of the cable over your ears, and it's nice and wide. I just like my ears to be covered. I don't want any, yeah. Cute. Very cute. Easy pattern. I practically memorized it. So yeah, all that's for the sale, hopefully. Now this guy. I'll talk about this one. She's beautiful, all right. She is beautiful. This is the Ridgeback Beanie by Wanted Knits, and it's based off of Harry Potter. I made another one for her. I showed in a couple episodes ago. And this is, again, Comfy Cozy Knits. This color is Cloud, and I had this pom-pom just perfect for it. Oh my word, this pattern. All right, so you see this here, this little bump? That bump is a challenge to do. Oh my Lanta. Let's just say this will probably be the first and last time I make this pattern. It's beautiful. It looks so nice. I mean, it'll probably sell real quickly. But you had to knit 4 together through the back loop, keep everything on the stitch, and then knit through them again. My poor fingers. Like, it was so tight. I tried to pull it through the first time, you know, to make sure it had lots of yarn to work with, but whew, I did not enjoy knitting this hat. I mean, everybody's different. Maybe you like that kind of thing. It's beautiful. The product, the result is beautiful. So maybe it's worth it for you. Personally, we'll never do that again. No, but unless you're a product knitter and you don't mind, that's what you can do. I don't know. Yeah, it's so nice though. Like, come on, look at it. It's beautiful. The finished product, it's great. Just the process was a challenge. Just so much easier to whip out a stockinette hat. Like, that just goes so quick. But then it's kind of boring, right? Like, I like to have, I don't know. I like a challenge, but I like it to be a medium sort of challenge. And this one was, yeah, not a fan of that stitch. The rest of the hat was great. The other 4 rows, it was a 4-row repeat, easy peasy. That row, I was just like, every time I got to it. So, all right. I'm whipping through this. This won't be a very long episode. But my favorite thing that I've done. Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. It's Mario. All right, my Christmas knitting. This is for my nephews, Callan and Soren. I'm making Mario and Luigi for them. And finished Mario. He's so cute. The pattern is called Mario and Luigi Knitting Pattern on Ravelry, and it's by Marie Saunders. And I am hacking it a bit. And I kind of feel proud of myself for that because, yeah, I've been knitting for a while, since I was 16, but only really knitting, like lifestyle knitting, since I moved up here. 2017, 2018, maybe. I should know. I have enough grasp of the different techniques and stuff that you think I should be able to do. I don't know, these people that design stuff. Amazing. But I am able to change it up. So this pattern originally, everything is seamed. Everything. He's knit flat and seamed. And that just seemed, no thanks. So I started knitting him flat. His legs are knit flat, and then I joined in the round here. And the rest of the head, I did knit in the round. Then the little arms, you knit separately and sew on. And I sewed them in the round. I have Addie Flexi Grips? Addie Flexi Tips? Addie Flexi Tips, that's what they're called. I swear by those needles. I've talked about them a lot. I swear by them. And this, especially for small knitting, like for his arms and his little tiny hands, amazing. I would never knit anything else. So yeah. And I just picked up stitches where I could. So for his hat, you were supposed to knit his hat and then sew it on. Couldn't be bothered. So I just picked up on his head and knit it. I've learned my lesson though. I'm working on Luigi now. I will do things differently. So I had stuffed him first and then knit the hat. I will not do that with Luigi. I will keep the head open and unstuffed while I pick up the hat. And then once I'm up to like here on the hat, I will stuff the head. Because that was a pain in the butt to do this. It'll be a lot easier if he's not tight. Yeah, and then his little straps, I kind of hacked that as well. I did double knitting for his straps. She had you just knitting like 2 rows or 3 rows and binding off and then sewing them on, but I didn't want to do that. So I picked up from here and double knit till I got around to here. I know he's crooked, but that's what makes him special, right? He's so cute. I'm so freaking proud of him. Okay, he has no nose. He won't have a nose. I knit the nose twice. It looked awful. It looked terrible. I could not get it right. So he's just got a mustache and eyes. And I'm okay with that. Yeah, and his little sideburns. Okay, so those, his sideburns and his hair, I did knit flat and sew on, and same with his mustache. His eyes, I just sewed on. Added a little blue. But yeah, he's so cute. And his little M. Mario. So the brim, I didn't have the brim on. I didn't want to make it, but then I did. And I'm glad I did. It just completes it. And I guess kind of made it up as well. Because again, like she had the hat, you knit all together flat and then seam it. So what I did is I finished the hat and then I came in here and I picked up stitches across here and I just knit garter for them. So it's a little different, but it was easier to do. His little ears are sewn on and they kind of naturally curl over, which is actually perfect. I think it suits him just fine. And yeah. So his colors are not, accurate Mario colors, because when you're ordering from a website, I ordered all this, it's Cascade 220. I ordered it from the Knitting Loft in Toronto, and you can't really tell when you're looking at a picture. So his boots are kind of green. They're not really brown, because that's the closest color I could find on but that works. It works. He's so cute. I love him. And hopefully my nephews will love him. So, as far as works in progress, this is my last finished object. That's what I have. I only have one, and it's Luigi. And all I have is one leg so far. So, and this time I'm knitting the legs in the round. I have one leg. I just started the other one. And then I'm going to join in the round and finish Luigi. And I have green. This was only green I had, so he's going to be, yeah, the same, but green and a different mustache. And obviously, different logo. Yeah, so this is Cascade 220 Heathers. It's pretty much what I used for all of them. It's the colors that, that I could find. Look at there. Anyways, I'm super proud. That's it. I don't have any other whips right now. It's only Luigi for the next couple days. He only took me like 3 days to make. I probably would have, yeah. So, he's so cute. And I think they're going to love him. He's kind of got muscular legs. The way that I stuffed him is kind of funny. He's got quads, but that's all right. So cute. Yeah. The pattern, I would say the pattern is definitely not for beginner knitters. You need to understand it's pretty brief and basic, the pattern. But product is pretty freaking cute. So, yeah. If you remember, I was making a muscle burl hat. Yeah. No, I ripped it out. I tried it on and it was huge. Ginormous. So, nope. That's it. So, yeah. That's all I have to talk about today. A little rambly. But hello, that's me. I'm rambly. Next is finish Luigi. And then I have a few more hats I want to make for Christmas sale. And this is next for my other nephews. So this is Christy Houghton. She does yarn cafe creations. She dyes yarn, but she also creates patterns. And yeah, I'm going to make one of each. Just give it to them, just like with this guy. One of each, put them together. They can play with them. And these ones, they can just share which one they want. And I bought some yarn. So that's next as soon as Luigi's done. I'm going to work on that. So hopefully in 2 weeks, I will be back with a Luigi and some Star Wars hats. Yeah. And some other things that I will talk about when the time is right. Exciting things coming down the pipe. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, I will see you in 2 weeks. Take care.